Now,
okay, we'll cut that out, please. But
oh, would you recognize him if he was like that? Do you still recognize him?
I'm looking, with the dimples, I'm looking at Deepika Padukone, actually.
Okay, let's have all of them together. What do they look like? Which one is best?
Well, let me just say, this is the highest point in the serious news coverage of NDTV. Yeah. Look at what they're doing. They're giving me 5 different...
This is an in-depth, in-depth
analysis.
It's not just superficial.
Yeah. It's really going to help me. Next interview that I come with you, Dr. Roy, is going to be in a sari like that. Or like
God.
This. Oh, wow. We didn't get to see that one. That one is actually the other Shahrukh. That's the other Shahrukh. He's just put in this picture to get famous. I like this. I may use it in a film, actually. This is very dandy and patsy. Very cool, yeah.
Would you'd recognize all of them? Him? He still can't get away with it? No. But see, by the way, do you ever go out in disguise?
I've gone just recently, a month back, with my daughter in a hoodie. And because she wanted to buy some ballet stuff, so I said, I'll go with you. Mom wasn't there. So I took her and I wore this hoodie and I said, we'll go and and I'm not lying, and in
3 seconds.
2 seconds. 3 seconds. I was in the car like this and I looked up and there were hundreds of people. I'm a nuisance for my children. They call me a nuisance. And she got off and she said, Papa, how? I said, but I said, I didn't even do anything. It's the way you sit only, they know how you look like.
And the way you sit.
Yeah, she said, I said, but baby, I didn't do anything. I didn't even know, Papa. I didn't know. And she was so sweet. She wanted to take care of me because my kids do that in public places. Now my son is older, so when I'm walking, he does the, hello, check 1, 2, 3. He's in the bodyguard bed. And my little daughter's like always, somebody will trouble him. So they're very protective about me, but I've never gone out except for a hoodie. And I think it's the walk. Or maybe I'm just a show-off. मैं थोड़ा सा peep कर ही लेता हूँ दिखाने के लिए. See, I'll be honest. I don't want to lead this life not being recognized. So I'm not doing a disguise. I want to go out open, meet everyone. I was coming down in the office and I met a lady who was crying and an old lady who had come shopping. I stopped. I want to meet them. I want to love them. And I don't want to be unrecognized. Somebody asked me, don't you want to do the normal things in life? And I said, no, never, ever. I feel happy.
What about being honest, man? One second.
So, my name is Raghav. I'm also an aspiring actor. I just completed my acting course from FTI, and I'm a huge, fan.
Not the biggest, he's the biggest.
I think, I'll create a controversy if I say that, so, there's no use.
You're the best actor on this world. You're the best actor. So no one can beat Shahrukh Khan.
Oh, thank you, Rohit. That's very sweet.
I agree to that. I think everybody will agree to that.
No one can beat Shahrukh Khan. Don karte hai, Don ban jate, dil wale karte, dil wale ban jate. It's a dream come true.
Can I ask my question? So my question is, sir, that as a struggler, sometimes you have to face a lot of flack. So there are all sorts of people who are sometimes trying to put you down for no rhyme or reason. So how does one go about it as an actor? That is the first part. And the second part of the question is that did you sort of go through this when you were starting out in Bollywood, and how did you cope up with it?
I think the first part that you will be met with little disappointment. It's the reality of life in any profession. When you'll start out, when we come out of studying something, it's all hunky-dory, feels the world you see with rose-tinted glasses. But there are going to be some slip-ups. There will be some opportunities which will come your way but not fructify. They will not happen for you. I think you just have to be prepared for it in the sense that the more I am going to be, and one, don't take it personally. It's nobody hates you. Nobody dislikes you. It's just that some days, I had these things when I went to do a serial and I went and read for the part. And then I was rejected. And my logic was, how dare he not, maybe I didn't fit the role, yeah. So I asked him. I asked this director, I won't name him, he's a very famous director. I said, okay, you didn't take me. I met him at a party and I become a star and I wanted to show him down. And I was like, okay, dekha, lete to kya hota tha? Oh, kahan pahunch gaya main? So I asked him, you didn't take me. And he could sense the tinge of cynicism in my voice, I think, and very sweetly he told me, he's an old gentleman now, he said, you know what, teri mooj achhi nahi aati yaar. वो मूछ वाला कैरेक्टर था तो मैं इसलिए नहीं लिया. Really, I loved you as an actor and I really missed the fact that I didn't act with you. So it wasn't personal. You know, I didn't fit the role and he must have wanted to work with me. So don't take it personally. Keep on trying. And acting is something that doesn't end with the college or school or with Barry or, you know, it keeps on. Every day you're going to learn something. Take it as a learning experience. That today I went, audition for a job. It wasn't an audition, it was a rehearsal for my work. I must have failed, I'll try harder next time. And the second part is, what did you say the second question was?
Like, did you sort of have to, you know, go through this when you were starting out? And how did you sort of deal with it?
I'll be honest, and I'll tell you, I dealt with it with a lot of cynicism too. So I'm just giving an advice 22 years later after being successful. But there was never a day when somebody rejected me, I felt good for him. I wished him the worst in the world. But you know what, badass nikal do and just move on.
Biggest fan in the universe.
In the universe.
Milky Way. Oh, that's only part of the universe. Next.
Actually, sir, firstly, I'm the biggest fan you're ever going to come across.
Thank you.
Like, you inspire me in so many ways. When I saw Mehuna, I wanted to join the army. When I saw Chuck Day, I started playing hockey. So, I'm actually the biggest fan. My question to you is, I'm sure you face failure in life. Some of your movies are like the biggest hits and some not so big. So how do you cope with that?
How do you cope with failure?
How do you cope with failure?
It's a good question. Yeah.
Like everyone does, I lock myself in a bathroom. And I have a big bathroom now because I face failure so often. Honestly, I'm telling you, you know, because when you reach a stage which by perhaps no choice of mine I have reached, you lose the ability to surprise people with your performances or with your work. That's one of the biggest losses of being consistently working and being recognized. You lose the ability to surprise people. So the best also is sometimes not good enough. When you're new and raw, the novelty helps you. So I face failure in a lot of ways, which may not be understood by you right now, not just a film. So I lock myself in the bathroom, I cry, and I get very depressed. And as I'm getting depressed, I try to think of what my father and mother taught me. And I will say to you that success is, like I said, is the worst teacher in the world. It can make you, make you feel you're invincible. But success you cannot pass on to anyone. I can't pass on my success even if I teach my son or daughter everything that I've done. Success is uttradhikar mein nahi de sakte. You can't pass it on to anyone. But failure is a fantastic teacher. So cry it out, howl your heart out. I like it. I stand in front of the mirror because I don't like wasting time. So I cry in front of the mirror. So in case I have to cry sometime in a film, I at least know what I'm looking like when I do a job bhi kar leta hu. But after that, I think that, failure will teach me something or the other. That maybe this wasn't meant to be for me. Maybe I need to work harder. Maybe my best is not good enough. And the more you're scared of failure, every time you cry and feel sad, the more you're scared of failure, chances are you'll stop failing as often as you did. You have to hate failure. And I say this, it's a very, and only brave people feel scared. So it's good to be scared of failure. And if you're scared of failure, you will never fail in life. But if you are like, अरे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता यार, क्या रे, तो क्या हुआ, एक बार हुआ है, उसके साथ भी हुआ था, उसके साथ, then you will keep on failing all your life. Be scared of failure and hate it so much that it doesn't come into your life. And cry when you have to. I do, very shamelessly.
I watch Corona Hope with a bucket of ice cream and I face failure and I've had a bad day. And in the last scene, I cry my guts.
Yeah, and that's one way. To all you young people, if the crying part appeals to you, take a bucket of ice cream, put on one of my films, download it legally, or go to the theaters, have the bucket of ice and cry and watch. And I do a lot of weepy sheepy films, so you'll find some crying scene in the film. Just go and cry and come out of it and say you won't do it. It won't happen to you again.
You said that you wanted to learn Italian. I'm aspiring to be a chef, so I can teach you how to cook Italian anytime you want.
Okay. Arrivederci, oh Dio, Al Pacino.
You've got a long way to go. So you